22,730 is where we are starting on the Nifty. And 74,973 is where we are starting on the Sensex at this point in time. It's a 70-point higher start. I mean, so this is a pretty good outcome all told that we have on our hands. 190. The Nifty is up 55. Okay, so it's not 90. And I was sort of saying that in the morning that 90 or 100 points as the GIFT Nifty was showing was a little excessive. But I mean, it could still go there. I mean, 30, 40 points on a 22,700 index. Very easy to go do that. Mid-cap index is up 0.4%, 200 points. And you got the Bank Nifty up about 0.18% as well. So it's a all told very good start once again this Tuesday morning.
Well, Sensex has crossed that 75,000 mark, at least in the opening tick. 75,124 is the Sensex opening. So that milestone has been crossed. Right now, it's hovering below that level, but it's a good start. The broader markets are also participating. The mid-cap index is up 0.25%. The small-cap index is also higher. The big gainer, Tata Motors, leads the charts today. Tata Motors is up 1.3%. The JLR numbers meet street expectations, so the stock continues with its rally. Shriram Finance is higher. Infosys, which Nimesh highlighted as BofA's one of the top picks. They expect the underperformance to reverse, and they've pegged the target price at 1785 on Infosys. The current market price is less than 1500, so there is some upside in that. In fact, autos are doing well. So it's not just Tata Motors, but Hero MotoCorp, Bajaj Auto, Maruti. These are stocks where you are seeing strength. So autos were the lead sectors yesterday, and that continues even today. Just waiting for the rate on Axis Bank. So Axis Bank has opened flat, after that clean out trade from, Bain Capital. So it's a flat opening for Axis Bank. Gland Pharma, where 5.5% equity has changed hands. That's a stock which is under pressure, so 6% lower on that. On the losing side this morning in the large cap universe, you've got Divi's Laboratories struggling, Kotak Mahindra Bank, HUL, Reliance Industries. So these are some stocks where you are seeing some pressure. But lots of action in the mid-cap universe.
Well, that's right, Rima. A couple of stocks, in fact, are moving quite well. Cupid came out with its set of numbers. The stock is locked up close to around 5% and volumes quite high in pre-open. GMR Power, that's another one that's up close to around 5% as we speak. So big move is what we're seeing out there. Sadbhav Engineering, that stock as well is up close to around 4.5%. So some of these stocks are moving. They're moving on larger volumes. You have UCO Bank as well, that's higher with a gain of close to 100%. JTL Industries, yesterday it saw a big recovery from the low point of the day. Today they've gone ahead and they've acquired a unit which will help them in backward integration. For an EBITDA per ton, that's what could support. But let's see how the stock moves, because yesterday the stock recovered 4.5% from the low point of the day. We'll have to quantify to see what kind of a benefit they can get. But that one as well has opened up well in the green. A couple of other notable movers in trade from the F&O basket. You have Godrej Consumer, did well yesterday, come in for some profit taking today. Colgate as well. The stock was seeing quite a lot of interest yesterday. That stock has opened up with a cut of close to 100%. And a few more notable movers. Canfin Homes up 2.5%. That's an outperformer today. APL Apollo Tubes as well higher. And Godrej Properties has to be the stock of the morning, up 5.5%. Prashant.
Well, yeah, 5.5 higher there. So 27.34 reacting to very solid sort of business update. Dixon, by the way, is up about 1.6%. It's the top volume traded gainer. I mean, price-wise, it's not there up there, but it's got very large volumes for this point in the day. IRB starting about 0.5%, 0.6% up. Sula is up about 3.75%, 577, and it's within the top 5 as far as volumes go right now. Delhi Bilcon starts 4% higher. The Delhi Bilcon was part of our stocks and news list in the morning. 4% on 4% there. We were talking about Aster DM. That starts 1% higher. Canfin Homes. I think there from Morgan Stanley. There's a sort of a trading tactical idea. So 3%, 820 on Canfin Homes. Anand Rathi is up about 4%. I think Jefferies this morning has come out with a note on wealth management companies, so we'll keep an eye out on Novama, 361, etc. Transformers and rectifiers, I think Nigel mentioned that towards the end yesterday, the stock spiked 30 rupees. It's up another 5%, locked up. Almost 500 rupees on transformers and rectifiers. After a fantastic 2023, 2024 starting in style for that one as well. Tourism Finance Corporation is another one which is up about 2% or so. So that's the list there on the way up. On the way down, Gland is down 5.5. Stocks at about 1756. It's got, I think, very large volumes. The block's gone through. And JSW Energy is down about 3.5%. JSW Energy, I think, on Friday saw a very sharp spike. Yeah. Actually, in the last 3 or 4 days, from 520, it's moved up to about 600. Actually 620-ish kind of levels, and 3-4 days flat. So seeing a bit of it's laying back today. And Zomato is down 1% as well. So that's broadly the picture in terms of some more movers out there.
Just Anand Rathi is higher because they have announced that they'll be having a board meet on Friday to consider buyback of shares as well. So that's another reason why the stock is flying away, up 4.5%.
Well, Sterlite Tech is also a big mover. This one, Vivek was telling us about that QIP of nearly 1,000 crore rupees. Sterlite Tech has opened with a gain of nearly 5%, despite a very large equity dilution, which the QIP will entail. The street is excited with the deleveraging prospects once this QIP fundraise is done. And once again, real estate is the star sector. The Nifty Realty Index is up 2%. Godrej, Sobha, Macrotech developers, that's where all the gains are.
That's absolutely. And it's yesterday it was the top gainer along with auto. And today, real estate is top of the leaders board out there as well. One more name is NLC India, which is up 3%. And it's very, quick way come up the ranks with very large volumes as well. So keep an eye out on that one. South Indian Bank is up about 2%. So, of course, market broadening out a little bit as we go along. 361, by the way, I was talking about that one, is up 3%. So that Jeffrey's note on some of these wealth managers perhaps making a bit of an impact.